Hi everyone, I am Saul David from Tlaxcala. I am 27 years old. Actually, I live in Tampico for a reason of my job. And I study civil engineer in the UAP. I started my studies in 2017. I finished my studies in 2022. Uh, I finished the studies with not fail. That was all of my personal achievements. Mm, and as a professional or academic background was when I was a child, things like Spanish or ethics for me was very difficult because I don't understand the logic of that topics, and things like mathematics or chemics physics was more easy for me because it was a very easy structure of that logical have a more logical structure, and for me was easy. And other thing, actually I work in one of the most important company of oil and gas sector and engineer sector. the, the name of that company was Worley. Actually, I work here, and I have a role of senior estimator and project control specialist. What do in my job? The things who I do is check their cost and check the schedule of every company to be involved in our project. What is our project? Is build storage tanks of oil and build a port. And for do that project, we need many companies. And I check all his codes and what I do with that number or with that information. I manage all that data and I develop a performance and financial indicators to to traduce that number in money. What who is the cost to be delayed or be early in the construction of that project? And with that numbers, I have the correct information or to take correct decisions. With not information, we don't know to take the correct or incorrect information, or to the correct or not the correct choice. And and one of I have one advice to the people to want to study things like that, and is you need to be patient. I like things like numbers and work in an office. Other things on my department like to go outside in the field work. In my case, it's not like that. But I need to be more intelligent because I need to work with a lot of numbers and a lot of information and with money. That's more stressful. But I like. And and my advice is don't don't choose the study the career who you love, because I love the take up photos and I love the cinema, but I don't know who I have the same success as a as I don't know as a film director who compared to the success I have as a civil engineer. But my career give me the opportunity to pay for do my hobbies. That my career pay the the film camera, pay my trips, pay the things I love, and I like my job. I be very happy with my job, but I like to say my job is only my only give me the opportunity to pay to things I love and I want to do. just do that. Do choose your career with a more logical thinking. Don't go for the passion choose. You need to choose your perfect career. You need to be focused and need to have a cold mind to take that decision because that decision gonna is for our life. It's for our life, and you need to choose one thing you enjoy to do, and to think that thing need to pay the things what you love to do. For me, that's my advice, and I have only 1 minute. And one of the most difficult thing in my job was when I started working in International Airport of Monterrey. I start to work with the project in the middle, and they don't have any kind of information. I I I start to do the registers and search all information and build the database of that project, and I with that information I do the correct forecast of that project, and I give to the manager the estimate completion that project. What what money we need to finish the project, and with that forecast, and with that develop of controls, the company, one of my dream company, the name of that company was ICA, or is ICA, Civil Engineer Associated. Uh, with that controls who I developed, I exposed that controls in all company and all the projects, because that was the one of more um, one of more, I don't know what is the word. That was a very good controls, and like to the direct like the manager, and that control like to the director of my department, and that's very stressful challenge in my life, but I'll finish good. But yes, that's all of my project. I i hope you have a very nice day and be happy. See you later.